What's going on, you guys? So I'm back with another video, and I am going to talk about how I made $200 in one day delivering with Shipt. Yes, it's possible. Okay, so how I made the $200 is actually $220 in one day delivering with Shipt. I started late, so I didn't start shopping till about 2:20, 2:30. I got done with my last delivery, I want to say around 9 o'clock. 9:21 is when I got done with my last delivery. So my first delivery, the order total was $435.35. They paid me out $37.65. There was a promo for it at $20, and I got tipped $72, which totaled me $129.65. Second order total was $199.29. My payout was $19.95. Tip was $10. Total, well, no, I take that back. They didn't tip me, but that's okay. The promo pay was $10, which totaled it to be $29.95. My last order, mind you, I only did 3 that day. My last one was total $220.41. I was paid out $21.53. Promo pay was $10. Tip was $25, which grand total is $56.53. And I received a $4 tip from last week. So altogether, with just 3 shops in one day, I totaled $220.13, which is averaging $72.04. So tomorrow, I hope to do really, really good. And so I'm trying to see how much I can make this week, because I've made close to like 1,000 in 1 week of getting with the order pays, the tips, cash tips, all that. So it's possible. You just have to really, really, really be determined. And also you have to be willing to move to certain areas, because I meet certain shoppers that don't go to different areas. They just stay where they're at. Now if you're in a very high traffic area, the metro area of your city, 9 times out of 10 you won't have to go that far, because the stores should be relatively 15-20 minutes away. So if this order is big, girl, with this store, go ahead and take that one. If you have to go about 20 minutes for another order that's big, don't be afraid to take it. Just keep in mind that you cannot be late for these orders, because they do track you on it, because it's just like having a regular job. Now, one thing I did see, and I emailed HR about this, and they just basically gave me a generic email, because I was really concerned about the percentage that were paid out on these totals, because you are paid a total percentage of sales. So depending on how much the order is, so if it's $435, you should at least get 10%. And that's what I calculated from doing all the other orders. I saw how much the total pay was, and I saw how much they paid me out. So it was averaging about $10. But there was something that I did notice. Whenever there is an order that's under $300, you're more likely going to get paid 10% of that total or more. If it's over $300, you're roughly going to get about 8%. Why is this? I don't know. It's a little concerning. I still like delivering for Shipt, but I just want to know, how are you gauging this? Why are you determining that, okay, the order that's under $300, you're going to tip 10% above, or that's over $300, meaning all the way up to $1,000 or more, you're going to only tip 8%. And what I can think of is that they're kind of basically doing what DoorDash used to do. DoorDash will give you a base pay, and if they see the customer tips you enough to where they don't have to give you that full base pay, they just lower the amount. And that's kind of what they're doing, because I had a total that was $1,116, I think. I should have got at least 10% of that, which would have been $100, but I only got 92. I'm not mad at the 92, but I'm just concerned on, how are you doing this? Are you just doing this because you feel like doing this? Like, what is your premises? What is your guidelines on a tip percentage? Because when you go to the Shopper Hub, it'll tell you, it says, how much will I get paid? And then it states that's up to you. Shipt shoppers are independent contractors and are paid per order. You'll be offered orders with each estimate pay based on how long it takes to complete the order. The estimate pay will be higher for orders that are larger or that include higher value items. Before accepting an order, the Shopper app displays the estimated pay range for that order, allowing you to decide whether or not to accept the order. The more orders you take and the more efficient you are, the more you can earn. Now, with that stated, if you have a higher dollar amount for the order, you should get paid more. But this is a very blank statement. It doesn't give you a percentage. You know, when you have an hourly job and you work for a company, it breaks down everything. It tells you how much you got paid for an hour, how much they took out for taxes, everything. They even have a little graph that shows you what percentage of what went to what. This does none of that. So how do I know that you're fairly paying me based upon this order? And my guess is they're just accepting. They're hoping that the customer tips you because it's a high dollar amount. It's not, because that $1,000 order, I didn't get a tip from that. And then I've had that lady before. She's nice, but she just does not tip on those orders, and she orders a lot. So just because it's a high dollar amount doesn't mean somebody's going to tip you. It's kind of like waitressing. They always want you to push dessert, push appetizers, because the higher the bill, the more likely your higher your tip is. But that's if they're going to tip you. So you just got a high ass bill and you still got to pay a tip out on that, because you have to pay a certain tip out at the end of the night, and it's based upon how much you made. So if that customer didn't tip you, then you're paying yourself, because the restaurant's paying you, because you only get paid $2.13 to work as a waitress. So hopefully I will get an email. I should get an email back. I have no idea what they're going to say, but I am glad that they are responding, but it's kind of just a blank statement. What is your calculations based upon the pay? How are you determining what you're paying us based on the amount? Are you just picking numbers willy-willy, or what's going on? Why is that I'm noticing with orders that's under $300, you tip 10% or more, and orders that are $300 and up, high dollar amounts, you're tipping less. So if you had an order that was $2,000, are you still going to get paid under $100? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So talk to you later. Bye.